It's absolutely apptacular. The Subject Cinema Android app. Everything you need to be a rabid Subject Cinema fan. Subject Cinema, 3-Minute Weekend, Tuesday Digidex, and Front Row 5 and 10. All right at your fingertips and available instantly. Plus, email and voicemail links, Facebook and Twitter hookups, Patreon support specials, and more is coming real soon. Don't just listen, app it. The all-in-one Subject Cinema podcast app. Android version available now at Google Play or on PNR Network websites. Amazon and iPhone apps coming soon. Don't delay. Download today.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
It's Friday, December 22nd, 2017, and from Subject Cinema and eCinemaOne.com, it's time to check out what's hitting U.S. multiplexes and arthouses for your viewing pleasure this weekend. This is 3-Minute Weekend. I'm TC Kirkham. Happy holidays, everyone. As happens every year around the holidays, this is going to be a strange release week. Several films are coming out on days that are not normally release days. We'll give you all the info that you need to have a great time, so let's get started. Already in theaters and open wide as of Wednesday, December 20th, musical extravaganza biopic The Greatest Showman, starring Hugh Jackman as P.T. Barnum, also starring Michelle Williams, Zac Efron, Zendaya, and Rebecca Ferguson, rated PG. And the family comedy adventure sequel, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, starring Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillan, Rhys Darby, Bobby Cannavale, Nick Jonas, and Alex Wolff, rated PG-13. Opening today, December 22nd, in wide release, auteur director Alexander Payne's sci-fi comedy satire, Downsizing, starring Matt Damon, Christoph Waltz, Kristen Wiig, Hong Chow, Udo Kier, and Jason Sudeikis, rated R. Comedy, Father Figures, starring Owen Wilson, Ed Helms, Glenn Close, Ving Rhames, Harry Shearer, and Terry Bradshaw, rated R. The Bellas are back together for one last triumph in the musical comedy Pitch Perfect 3, starring Anna Kendrick, Rebel Wilson, Brittany Snow, Anna Camp, Hallie Stanfield, Esther Dean, Hannah Mae Lee, Matt Lanter, Elizabeth Banks, and John Lithgow, rated PG-13. Expanding into wider release this weekend, two more Oscar favorites, World War II drama Darkest Hour, starring Gary Oldman, Lily James, Kristen Scott Thomas, Ben Mendelsohn, and Stephen Delane, rated PG-13. And Guillermo del Toro's romantic fantasy thriller The Shape of Water, starring Sally Hawkins, Octavia Spencer, Michael Shannon, Richard Jenkins, Michael Stuhlbarg, and Doug Jones, rated R. Opening in limited release today, Korean drama fantasy Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds, not rated. Critically acclaimed Pakistani drama sequel Arth 2, not rated. Chinese sci-fi action thriller Bleeding Steel, starring Jackie Chan, Tess Halbrick, and Callan Mulvey, not rated. Mystery thriller Crooked House, starring Max Irons, Terrence Stamp, Glenn Close, Gillian Anderson, and Christina Hendricks, rated PG-13. Crime thriller Hangman, starring Al Pacino, Carl Urban, and Brittany Snow, rated R. The latest film from French filmmaker Michael Haneke, the drama Happy End, starring Isabelle Huppert and Jean-Louis Trintignant, rated R. Critically acclaimed Oscar-contending Western Hostiles, starring Christian Bale, Ben Foster, Rosamund Pike, Wes Studi, Jesse Plemons, Timothy Chalamet, Koryanka Keecher, and Stephen Lang, rated R. Fantasy drama The Lucky Man, not rated. Oscar-buzzed drama from director Steven Spielberg, the true life story The Post, starring Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, Alison Brie, and Michael Stuhlbarg, rated PG-13. And highly anticipated Hindi action sequel Tiger Zinda Hai, not rated. Opening Monday, Christmas Day, December 25th, three more films that have high Oscar buzz. Going into wide release on the 25th, director Ridley Scott's true life thriller about the 1973 kidnapping of 16-year-old J. Paul Getty III, All the Money in the World, starring Mark Wahlberg, Michelle Williams, Christopher Plummer, Romaine Duras, Timothy Hutton, and Charlie Plummer. Rated R. The directorial debut of screenwriter Aaron Sorkin, the crime drama Molly's Game, starring Jessica Chastain, Idris Elba, Kevin Costner, Michael Cera, and Brian Darcy James. Rated R. And the critically adored historical drama Phantom Thread, starring Daniel Day-Lewis in what he is calling his final acting role, as well as Vicky Krieps, Leslie Manville, Brian Gleason, and Camilla Rutherford. Rated R. And finally, Wednesday, 12/27, another smaller Oscar-buzzed film goes into limited release. The Cannes film favorite and Germany's entry into the foreign language Oscar race this year, the crime drama In the Fade, not rated. Keep in mind that most indies spread slowly across the country. Although these films are officially opening this weekend, there is no guarantee that they will reach your local cinema for several weeks, if at all. Be sure to check your local listings for more on each of these films and their availability in your area, along with their possible availability on your favorite on-demand service, both online and from your local cable or satellite service. For the lowdown on what's hitting home video on DVD, Blu-ray, on-demand, Netflix, and Amazon Prime each week, check out Tuesday Digidex, your complete guide to all the new home video releases, every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, available on this same feed through most podcast services, including iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and many others, or directly from our website at eCinemaOne.com. Please remember to check out PNR Networks' premier weekly film podcast, Subject Cinema, with yours truly and my lovely co-host, Kim Brown. Now in its second decade, it's full of reviews, news, commentary, and we hope a whole bunch of laughs. You can check it out every Sunday evening at eCinemaOne.com and SubjectCinema.com, or subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, TuneIn.com, YouTube, and many others. Just search your favorite podcast service for Subject Cinema. If you enjoy 3 Minute Weekend each weekend, please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Your generous recurring monthly support will help give us a chance to upgrade our equipment, bring you more news, features, and coverage, and make our current and upcoming shows and websites get bigger and better for you. You support a show you like, and we give you some cool perks in return. And you're not supporting just TMW, but all of the PNR Networks family. Monthly donations start at just $2, and we really appreciate your patronage and support. So become a Patreon supporter. Click on the giant orange Patreon button on any PNR Networks website, or go directly for all the scoop at patreon.com/PNR Networks. That's what's hitting theaters this weekend, courtesy of your new release news leader, 3 Minute Weekend. Join me every Friday morning for all the latest theatrical releases in the U.S., and don't forget to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest releases as soon as the show goes up. You can subscribe through iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, and other popular podcast sites, and also through Roku. Find out how to do that at the eCinemaOne website. For 3 Minute Weekend, I'm TC Kirkham, and as always, I'll see you at the movies this weekend.
In a world where podcasts already seem to address every imaginable subject, one man broke new ground with a seemingly random obsession about exploding helicopters in movies. He was a podcaster on the edge, a maverick broadcaster who played by his own rules. Now, he has a last chance to talk about the strange way helicopters explode in film. Exploding Helicopter, available on iTunes and Podomatic now. Think you know about chopper fireballs? Think again.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
Podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.